السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. مرحبا بكم في درس جديد على قناتنا Learn English with جنات. إذا كنت تريد تعلم اللغة الإنجليزية والتحدث بها بطلاقة، فابدأ الآن واشترك في القناة وفعل الجرس ليصلك كل الدروس، ولا تنسى أن تضغط لايك إذا أعجبتك طريقتي في الشرح. والآن نتركك مع الدرس.
The last star in the sky. Adapted for Level 1 readers. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young girl named Stella. Stella loved to look at the stars. Every night, she would sit outside her house, staring up at the sky, counting the twinkling lights. The stars made her feel happy and peaceful. One night, as Stella was gazing at the sky, she noticed something strange. There was only one star left. All the other stars had disappeared. She rubbed her eyes and looked again, but it was true. Only one star shone brightly, while the rest of the sky was dark and empty. Stella felt sad and confused. She wondered, where did all the stars go? She decided that she had to find out. Stella was a brave and curious girl, so she packed a small bag with food, water, and her favorite telescope. She was ready for an adventure. The next morning, Stella set off on her journey. She walked through fields, crossed rivers, and climbed hills, asking everyone she met if they knew where the stars had gone. She met a kind old man who said, "Maybe the stars are hiding because they are afraid of something." Stella thought about it. Why would the stars be afraid? She thanked the old man and kept walking. She passed by a garden, where a wise owl was sitting on a tree branch. "Hello, little girl," said the owl. "Why do you look so worried?" "I'm looking for the stars," Stella replied. "Have you seen them?" The owl blinked its big eyes and said, "I heard a rumor that the stars have been captured by the dark shadow. It hides in the tallest mountain, far away. If you want to save the stars, you have to be very brave." Stella felt a bit scared, but she knew she had to be brave. She thanked the owl and continued on her journey. The path to the mountain was long and difficult. She had to cross a dark forest, where strange noises echoed around her. But she kept going, because she knew the last star was still shining in the sky, and she needed to save it. As she walked deeper into the forest, she met a fox. The fox was clever and friendly. "Where are you going, little one?" asked the fox. "I'm going to find the dark shadow and save the stars," said Stella. The fox smiled. "You are very brave. I will come with you. Two are stronger than one." Stella was happy to have a friend. Together, they walked through the forest, and soon they reached the base of the tallest mountain. It was steep and rocky, and dark clouds gathered at the top. Stella felt nervous, but she knew she couldn't give up. She had to climb the mountain to find the dark shadow. The climb was hard. Stella's hands were tired, and her legs ached, but she kept going. The fox climbed beside her, giving her courage. As they reached the top, they saw a big, dark cave. Inside the cave, there was a faint, glowing light. It was the last star, trapped in a cage made of shadows. Stella and the fox entered the cave. There, they saw the dark shadow, a tall, dark figure with glowing red eyes. It hissed when it saw Stella. "Why are you here, little girl?" the dark shadow asked. "I'm here to set the stars free," said Stella, trying to sound brave. The dark shadow laughed. "The stars belong to me now. They make the night too bright, and I like the darkness." Stella felt her heart beating fast, but she took a deep breath and said, "The stars don't belong to anyone. They belong to the sky, and they make people happy. Please let them go." The dark shadow thought for a moment. "If you can answer my riddle, I will set the stars free. But if you fail, I will keep the last star forever." Stella agreed, even though she was scared. "What is your riddle?" she asked. The dark shadow said, "I can be seen in the dark, but I am not afraid of the night. I can guide lost travelers, but I do not have feet. What am I?" Stella thought hard. She looked at the last star, shining brightly even in the dark cave. She smiled and said, "You are a star." The dark shadow's eyes widened. "That is correct," it said. "You are smarter than I thought." The dark shadow slowly opened the cage, and the last star floated out. It shone brighter than ever, and suddenly, one by one, all the other stars returned to the sky. The night was filled with twinkling lights once more. The dark shadow looked sad but not angry. "I have always been alone in the dark," it said. "I thought if I took the stars, I would not feel so lonely." Stella felt sorry for the dark shadow. "You don't have to be alone," she said. "You can look at the stars with us. They make the night beautiful, not scary." The dark shadow smiled, and slowly, it began to fade away. It was no longer dark and scary, but a soft, gentle mist that floated up to the sky. "Thank you, little girl," it whispered, "for showing me the light." Stella and the fox watched as the stars filled the sky once more. They knew the dark shadow was gone, but it had found peace. Stella felt proud and happy. She had saved the stars, and she had learned that even the darkest night could shine bright. Stella and the fox made their way back home. The villagers cheered when they saw the stars shining again. Stella was a hero, but she did not feel like a hero. She was just a girl who loved the stars, and she was happy to see them sparkle in the sky once more. That night, as she lay in her bed, Stella looked out of her window and saw the last star twinkling brightly. It seemed to wink at her, as if to say thank you. And from that night on, the stars never disappeared again. They shone brightly, guiding lost travelers and bringing joy to everyone who looked up at the night sky.